What's going on, everyone? So here we are, most pivotal game of the season, right? Lakers win this game. We're in business, right? We're in the green. Lakers 2-2, headed to LA. Just got to win your 2 home games. Beautiful. Take our chances. Lakers lose this game, series is probably over, right? Again, you have to win 4 times, so technically the Lakers could win. And look, the Lakers would have 2 home games. But this team hasn't shown enough to go like, yeah, they'll beat Minnesota 3 straight times, right? It's just so much. Or even if they magically did come back down 3-1, they're probably so beat up, so gassed, they're probably losing the second round anyway, right? That's why I didn't want to play Minnesota in the first round. I was worried about Minnesota in the first round. I thought the Lakers could beat Minnesota. I still think the Lakers could beat Minnesota. I don't think it's Chicken Little, the sky is falling yet, but I think we're there. I think we're getting there. Right, we're going to have some very different conversations if the Lakers lose this game. Luckily, the Lakers have done a good job this season of winning the games that you need to win. Right, back against the wall. You just let go of the ropes in the previous game. A game that the Lakers absolutely should have won. You were up, or it was tied 103-103 with 4:37 remaining. And the Lakers scored 1 point. 1 point. And it was an Austin Reeves free throw in which he missed the second one. 20 turnovers, 8 missed free throws or whatever. You're not winning many games that way. Right? But the good thing is Minnesota hasn't, I haven't looked at this series and been like, Minnesota's clearly the better team. Right? Minnesota shut the lights out in game 1. Lakers played about as bad of a game as you could play. Game 2, the Lakers were terrible offensively, but were elite defensively and won the game and controlled the game literally start to finish. And then this game, Lakers played again about as bad as you could play. Luka had his tummy game, right? LeBron James did everything he could to carry. Lakers had 20 turnovers and 8 missed free throws and just were terrible. And still, with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in that game, had a tie game. And I thought that I was like, okay, here we go. Strap in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers are about to win this game. And they didn't. Anthony Edwards said, I need you guys to sit down. Sit this one out. Don't worry about it. Give me the ball. Give me the rock. Right? We have Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. And Anthony Edwards beat them. Literally, by himself, outperformed all 3 of them. The only guy that scored was Austin Reeves with 1 point. Okay, fine. Tip your cap to him. Good job, Ant. Way to show up. Way to do it. Right? And now here we are. Backs against the wall. Absolute must-win, crucial game on the road. Look, LeBron's been down 2-1 in the series on the road. He was down 3-2 in Boston, right? Needed to win in Boston. Back with the Boston's Big Four, right? Luka's been down. Lakers have been down 2-1 in series before. It happens, right? Hard-fought series. You're playing a very good team that's more than capable of beating you, more than capable of getting the job done, right? How do they respond? How do the Lakers respond? Lakers were in the same position in game 2. And they responded. They won, right? Can they do that again? And then can they right the ship the rest of the way, right? There is pressure on the Lakers. And if anyone was going to deliver and show up in the pressure, it's Luka and LeBron James, right? Talk about 2 of the greatest playoff performers ever. If anyone's going to show up with all this pressure, it's LeBron and Luka. But I don't think the Lakers have all the pressure. I don't think it's something where, it's 100% on the Lakers. No, Minnesota still has a lot of pressure, right? I think it's probably 70-30 Lakers. Lakers definitely have more pressure because if you lose, you're down 3-1. But I do think Minnesota definitely has pressure. To pretend like Minnesota isn't in a must-win game also is silly, right? Because, again, if they lose this game, they got to go back to LA tied 2-2. Lakers don't have to win on the road again. They just have to win at home. All your hard work, everything you did just slipped away. if Minnesota loses this game. So there's not like Minnesota has a lot of pressure on them too. Let's not pretend like they don't. So how do they show up? How do they respond? Right? And now you win this, Lakers go to LA, they win again, all of a sudden it's 3-2. Again, I don't think the sky is falling yet. If the Lakers lose this game, we're going to have very different conversations. We're probably going to start getting to the offseason sooner than I thought we would. Right? It's probably going to be a very different, very quick offseason or start to the offseason. But again, I don't want to overreact. I don't want to, the pendulum swing. Talk about it all the time. Right? Got to stay here. I understand comes with fandom. It's part of it. Right? It's part of how it works, right? We tend to overreact. But, Lakers have to show what we need to see, not just for this round. Even if they get through this round, you need to start putting things together. You need to start showing that, like, okay, there's the team. Right? We've seen versions of this team where you're like, man, this is the best team in the league. We've seen versions of this Lakers team where you're like no one's beaten this team in a 7-game series. And then we've seen versions of this team where it's like, this might be the worst team in basketball, right? Like, it's crazy how, like, I talk about a pendulum swing. It's the Lakers in a nutshell, right? Like, and that's what makes this so frustrating. Again, you're tied with 4 minutes left. I don't care if you win by 1 or you win by 100. I don't care. Just win the game. To score 1 point, I think things need to change. I think we need to change the starting unit. I think we need I think you need to go with a Doe or Vando in the starting unit. Made several videos about that, talked about that, broke that down. We'll see. Again, time of recording this video, we don't know what the starters yet or anything like that. We don't know how this is going to go, but like you cannot keep putting yourself behind the 8 ball. You can't keep putting your back against the wall because eventually you're going to fall through that wall and it's over. Right? Eventually your cat lives are going to run out. Right? At times it feels like the Lakers got 9 lives and they just keep, they're back again, back again. Right? Eventually, those 9 lives run out. Eventually, you start, that's it. Right? And this might be one of those moments. Or it's one of those moments where it's like, nope, still got a life. All right, we're still good. We're still in it. All right, like, man, just the beginning. New playoffs. Now it's a best of 3, right? Like, again, you got to win 3 out of the next, 4 games? It's that simple. You got 1 more game you can lose the rest of the way. And I don't think it can be this one. Right? I think you have to win this game. I think if you lose this game, again, yes, technically, Lakers can win. And, we'll talk about that and all that stuff and break that down if hopefully it doesn't come to that. But point is that, again, Lakers have a ton of pressure. So does Minnesota. Who's gonna raise enough, right? Minnesota gonna come out and be like, and smell blood and go, here we are. Here's our chance. Let's start putting our foot on their throat, right? Or the Lakers come out and go, like, I got this. This was, it was fun until now. Hey, good job. Tip your caps. Again, good on you. You guys made it a series. Good on you. Again, Minnesota hasn't looked so good that it's like, man, I don't think the Lakers can beat them. Right? Or, oh man, Minnesota's been the best team. I just don't. I don't think Minnesota's looked that good. Right? Minnesota, again, I've seen people be like, oh, Minnesota could have been up 3-0. How? Lakers literally won game 2 start to finish. The closest Minnesota ever got was 9 points. Like, that's not something where it's like, oh man, Minnesota might have won that game. Like, no, they didn't. Like, again, Lakers had the worst game that they could have had in game 1, and then followed that up with the worst offensive performance that they could have had in game 2, and still won. And then game 3 had about as bad as of an overall performance as you could have had, and it was tied 103 to 103 with 4 minutes and 35 or 37 seconds left, and you just let go of the rope and blew it. That's simple. Like, you let go of the rope and blew. We cannot have this happen. The Lakers have to show up. The Lakers have to put this together. Lakers have to win this game. You cannot botch this. You cannot. This is it. This is everything. We're either about to see the Lakers right the ship, get everything back in order, and we're having a great conversation in the post-game stream. Right? We're like, all right, we're back and headed back to LA. Right? Or we're having a very not so great postseason or post-game discussion. It might even be the end of the season. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Feel what your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. How you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.